everyone. I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day with your loved ones. How are you all doing today? I trust all is well with you and your family. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nancy. As I dive into this meal prepping, I find myself reflecting on the aftermath of Valentine's Day. You know, this day, it's a day I often anticipate, but yet I am relieved that it's all done with and gone. It's over. Because the expectations surrounding this Valentine's can be so overwhelming. What I've learned over the years, guys, is that love is much like cooking. Crafting a dish like to match your vision that you have in your mind. It requires planning. It requires you gathering the right ingredients, patience, suitable tools, and mental engagement. Like, honestly, you have to be mentally present for your dish to turn out right. And the same applies to relationships. In order to navigate the complexities, in order to thrive in your relationship, whether it's marriage or relationship with your children, I have learned that you must be willing to adapt to various situations, because people don't remain the same. We grow, we evolve. As we evolve, we change. And if you are not willing to adapt to the change that's happening around you, it's gonna be very difficult. That's when you see that your expectations are not met. If you have expectations, you'll be disappointed. That willingness to adapt to various situations in your relationship is what's going to make that relationships successful. Because it's key to experiment with, just like food. It's the key to making good food. You have to experiment to different type of recipes. You have to tweak this, do that, do this and that. Next time you change this and you do that. And it's in that willingness to try new things that makes your recipe turn out to be good. And it's the same. Trying new things in your relationships fosters growth. You don't remain the same. That's how you know, like, oh, okay, this person loves this. Oh, this person doesn't like this no more. So you adjusting to or experimenting to new things that your partner wants or whatever you guys want is what is going to foster that growth that you need in your relationship. Back in the days, in my younger years, I used to be that someone who expected like grand gestures. Like you had to bring it on. I used to expect. And if I tell you the disappointments was in my face. But over the years, being married for 28 years, marriage will humble you. I'm telling you, marriage will humble you. You will learn and you will know that it's not about you. So, over the years I've been humbled, so I don't expect anything on Valentine's. I just try to actually serve my husband instead to be served. That's what I aim to do every Valentine, to serve my loved ones, those who I love. I try to do for them than me expecting somebody to do for me. But it took a lot of learning. It's not something that it came overnight. I had to learn. It's a process. So just as I wait for this oxtail to cook, I have to exercise patience. Because patience is essential in relationships. Allowing each other time to grow, allowing each other, like giving each other grace is very essential in relationships. Because some processes are lengthy and other processes are short, and even after investing time and effort, waiting on a dish, waiting on the outcome, like, is it gonna taste good? That reminds me, I need to taste if it's gonna taste good. I have to taste if this dish is gonna taste good. Tasting it along the way and waiting. That's what you need to do in relationships. As we check on each other, it gives us that room to adjust, improve, and grow. So sometimes the outcome might not be what you expected. Like waiting on this dish and then the dish turned out to be more salt or no salt or poorly cooked. That's very disappointing. So that's why along the way, we check. Is my rice coming out okay? Is my meat cooking out? Is the taste good? What's going on? I'm checking. That's the same with relationships. You keep on checking. Checking on each other. How's my partner doing? Are we growing? Or am I ahead and they are still behind? What's going on with them? So you keep checking on each other. I'm just adding Maggi. And I love this oyster sauce. Oh, it's so delicious and it makes your food taste so yummy. Just, I love it. Oyster sauce. And then I'm going to add paste. You can't go wrong with cabbage and oxtail. And I'm putting back my sauce that I took out. Just putting it back. This is hot water. Just give it a nice good stirring. And we let it simmer and marinate all the ingredients together. Just like relationship, if you give it time and marinate those characters, those personalities, respect each other's, personalities, character, give each other's room to grow. You just soon marinate each other and just complement each other. That's the word. You just complement each other and it works out. Now I'm going to leave it to just do its thing and check it after 5 minutes. Put the salsa. I already cooked the salsa. And garlic sausage. This is also new, that's something I'm trying for this meal prep. Garlic sausage, and I'm gonna mix it with rice. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna add the garlic paste. This is how we are looking. Yeah, so guys, with the little experience that I have with marriage, I've learned the importance of open communication, expressing my true desires, because mind reading doesn't work in marriage. It doesn't work in any relationship. And surprises can sometimes lead to disappointments. So clearly communicating your needs can save you from many letdowns. Right now I'm doing beef with mushrooms and noodles. It's gonna be yummy. Yep. So I already washed my mushrooms. That's why I put it in there to dry the water out. And yep. Just mix it. And then the water that I had removed, I'll just put it back again. And then I'll close it for some time. So I did decide to add the sweet peppers. And it's looking good, y'all. It's looking good. Now I can put back this is what I'm using this for. So if a recipe fails repeatedly, like you're trying something new, it doesn't taste good, you try again, you make some changes here and there, it still doesn't taste good, it's either we abandon it or we seek guidance from the experts who knows that recipe well. And this is similarly to our relationship. When we ignore real issues in the relationship, that doesn't help at all. One of us must know how to call on the name of the Lord, because these relationships require God at the center. So just how I season the food, do the testing to make sure that the ingredients are marinating together, they are tasting together well. And even sometimes, occasionally, you suffer burns while cooking. I have so many marks, so many burn marks from cooking. And this also is with relationships. Relationships undergo tests, storms. They require adjustments because there's ups and downs. The expectations and the miscalculations and disappointments are endless. They come in, they come out, they come and go. And regardless whether you have been married for 2 months or 28 years, challenges still arise. I think this is good enough now. I don't know. know if I want some color or I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that because it tastes good, like this. Now I'm doing my last dish, potatoes and chicken, and we are done. Let me see if you can see. So I did put some tomato puree. I am leaving the skin on. I washed them thoroughly, so I want to eat with the skin. And I'm gonna throw in some spinach in there. Yep, put in some spinach. It's gonna be yummy, guys. So sometimes, just as like this spinach, it looks like it's a lot, but it's not a lot. It will just go down. That's with marriage or any relationship. When you begin any relationship, it looks like, oh, it's too much work, my goodness. But then as you work on it and you keep doing what you need to do, it just becomes easier and easier and easier. Even cooking, if you don't like cooking, when you start with just one dish, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and you start liking what you do. So the outcome of the dish really depends on staying attentive. You have to be attentive. Be present, just being present like how I am. I don't have to go away, watch TV, come back and cook. You know, it will mess up your dish. You just have to be right there cooking. Unless if it's something in the oven, then yeah, I can go and sit down somewhere. But if it's something on the stove, I'm just gonna stay here, be present, and avoid distractions so that I will put everything in my dish, you know, maintaining the condition of the temperature and everything else in that dish. So by teaming up with your partner, communicating honestly and reflecting on what's working or what's not working, and being willing to work through storms and being patient to wait for each other, because the pace is never going to be the same. One person will be go 100 miles per hour, another will be going 5 miles per hour, because you're coming from different backgrounds. So you have to wait for each other. Allow room for both of you to grow, you know. That's what I've learned, to allow us to grow, knowing that we are two different human beings, acknowledging that our paces may differ. So is the dish, the same dish, same ingredients may turn out just right one time, but the next week I might do it and it may turn out with a different taste, you know, because maybe I did put one ingredient more than the other, who knows. But eventually in a relationship you will find the fulfillment and the satisfaction, while preserving our identities, preserving our desires. I guess I'm trying to say not losing your own self. So eventually you will find that fulfillment without losing yourself. If you stay, that's if you stay true to yourself, you know. So you see, what looked like a lot, because I was just working on it, eventually it just comes down. So if frustration seems like, oh, this person don't understand me, this person is like this and this, eventually, if you are patient enough, willing to work with them, willing to give room for your, whether it's your children or your partner, your spouse, giving them room to grow, they will catch up eventually. They will catch up, and making sure God is in the center. So if the dish isn't perfect, keep working on it until it's just the way you like it. But God, if it's in the relationship, then God must be the center of that relationship. One of you people, whether it's your children or you or your spouse, has to be the one who quickly runs to God whenever there is a storm. Because when you call on God, God is good all the time, and He's able all the time to come through for you. So, let me test now. Let's see. Yep. Just how I want it. So, this with chicken. Anyways, guys, don't hesitate to try cooking something new. Just embrace the mistakes. As you learn new things, you learn new opportunities, and when you fail, you just keep moving forward. Such is life. So if I tell you that much of my early life, I lived in fear, I tried by all means to avoid any new experiences, and I would cling to the familiarity. That's what I would cling to. I never liked to venture into new stuff because I had trust issues and I was always fearful. However, when I kept failing and kept being disappointed, it led me to relinquish control and allow God to guide me through life and relationships. So what I'm saying to you today is just invite God into your relationship. You can find joy in the journey when you trust God. There is joy in the process. There is even joy when you fail. Failing, getting up, all the process, whatever process it is, there is joy when you trust God. But anyways, guys, just remember, God is capable of leading you through any relationship. He's capable of leading you through any challenges, any hurdle that you might face. He's capable, and you will come through it. You will win at the end. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. You have a blessed week, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.